get hit.
Hello. Welcome into For the Win. We are back for this week's golf action. We got 2 tournaments on the PGA Tour. We had a couple of tournaments last week, and we had winner from Scotty Scheffler at the Byron Nelson, ties the PGA Tour record for scoring. Super impressive. And we had Bryson DeChambeau winning on the live circuit, first time in, I think, 2.5 years.
Oh, wow, so, that was sweet too.
Yeah, it was it was a good finish. Charles Howell, his teammate, was running him down, almost caught him. But in the end, Bryson gets the victory, goes into the PGA Championship next week as one of the favorites. So it's going to be exciting, man. I'm looking forward to it. But we got a little business to take care of before then.
Yeah, well, hey, he won a tournament, so anybody who even you whatever tournament you won, a lot of guys are gonna be going, well, he's a winner, so let's he's got you got that mojo going. Yeah, you got the mojo. You got the mojo going.
He was in the last group at the Masters. And he choked there. He choked at Doral, so he wanted to stop that streak. You know what I mean? You don't want to be given that choker label in this modern golf world.
If he kind of chokes the Blue Monster and Augusta, not really where you want to choke. But if you're gonna, they are who they are. I mean. It sucks that he did it at courses he probably has experience on. Yet, hey, at least, he got to bounce back. He got the win. He got the monkey off his back. So, bonus, man. Sweet.
Yeah, man. Cheers. Good to see. Okay, we got 2 tournaments this week. We got a signature event. This is a new sponsor. It used to be the Wells Fargo. Quail Hollow. Obviously, Quail Hollow is hosting next week's PGA Championship. So we have the Philadelphia Cricket Club. They don't play cricket at this course, actually, but this is the oldest golf club in America, even though they didn't play golf here until like the 1920s. Yeah. Like Royal Montreal is the oldest golf club in North America. But they didn't play golf there until like the 1900s, right? But it was still like a social club to get together. So this is the U.S. version. And so it's like 72 players, no cut. The other events we'll be getting into.
Have you actually checked it? Have you actually gone online? Like, have you Googled the course? Because I did. I kind of took a look at it.
A little bit,
yeah. Pretty nice. Yeah. It's a nice looking course, dude. I almost want to play it.
Yeah, I went. I saw the preview.
Add it to the bucket list.
Yeah. It's not too far from Oakmont. It's not too far from Oakmont, and it's not too far from. There's another Philadelphia course I can't think of offhand, but
I know. I know the one you're talking about.
It's in a little hotbed. I can't think of it, but it's still like that. It's very rich in the Northeast,
guys. Help us out in the comments. What's the other golf course that we know about in that area? Thank you.
So it's they played some USGA events there, US Open qualifying. I saw a preview online on Mayo Media Network, and they were talking about it and doing the overviews. And it's got a lot of tiers on the greens, a lot like Augusta. Deep bunkering. Not the longest course, but they do have a lot of forced carries that will benefit the longer hitters. But I don't know. From what I saw, it looked like a course where you want to be pretty accurate. So, but I mean, we're all going to find out. No one's really seen this course, so we're all kind of dipping our toes in the water and seeing what's out there. But let's get into it for the outrights for the Truist Championship. I got 4 guys on the docket.
Sweet.
Not really looking at the top of the board here. Not looking at anyone in the 50-1 rankings or below. I took Aaron Rai, 55-1. I like his chances. He's accurate, great ball striker, hits a shitload of greens. So I like for him to play well at this course. I got really good value. I got Keegan Bradley, 66-1.
Ooh,
I believe he's like 5-1, and he is from the Northeast. You know, he's a Boston, New England type of guy, right? He's from I believe Vermont.
Keegan's a pretty good golfer. He is pretty accurate. You know, he might not be an extremely massive bomber. However, he is pretty accurate with especially with his irons and his fairway woods.
Exactly.
I mean, he can smoke it with the driver if he wants to. Yet it's more like his iron play that he's really good with. Exactly. I noticed.
He's known for his moonball irons and drivers he hits into the sky. So hopefully that will help him land the ball on these undulated greens. And who knows? Maybe he's got a little experience on this course. But I like Captain Keegan. I think it's really good value. So I took the 66-1. And then I also got Sammy Burns at 80-1. I thought that was really good value. Played pretty well last week at the bar, like a backdoor top 20. He's been on like the Ryder Cup teams the last few years, the President's Cup teams. Hasn't won. He's one of the guys that like Morikawa and Justin Thomas and a few other guys that just a lot of guys in the U.S. squad haven't won in a few years. Patrick Cantlay.
Right.
So, I think he at 81, I think he gives really, really good value. 70-man field, no Scotty Scheffler, so I like 80-1. I think that's a really good number. And I also took Ben On, the South Korean, at 80-1. A lot of people had him on their cards last week. He didn't play that great. I think he had like a top 30. You know, he's not known for his putting. He's kind of a masher off the tee, really good striker of the ball, but he's from the Vijay Singh school of putting that, he's got like a different putter every week and a different putter grip. So he struggles. He's won on the European Tour. Like he's won their biggest event on the European Tour at Wentworth. He's won in Korea. He just hasn't won on the PGA Tour, but let's see if Big Benny can get it done. 80-1. What the heck? Let's take a shot in the dark with Big Ben. Let's see if he can learn how to putt maybe for a week and straighten out his cross sides that he does have.
Maybe so get some pointers from Eldrick.
Maybe. Good point. So let's move along to the second event. It is the Myrtle Beach Classic. It's the second playing of this event. Last year's was their inaugural event. It was won by Chris Gotterup. I remember that because I
thought they played different courses back in the day, like well before Live and when we were still. I thought they played a few different.
I don't think they have.
They're in the Myrtle Beach area.
Because Myrtle Beach is known more for like a resort vacation spot, right? And so last year was their inaugural year for the Myrtle Beach Classic.
So I guess it's sort of like what Chambers Bay was with the USGA. You know, it's like it's been around. It's had some amateur things, but this was the first inaugural big tournament for it. Hope like hell they have more because it's an awesome course. So I guess so Myrtle Beach, this is like the same thing, I guess, on the PGA Tour now.
More or less, yeah. Okay. It's always going to be an opposite field event to the signature event, right? So this is more or less like the tour has 2 tiers now, right? Like the top guys will play in the elevated events, and then the rest guys will play in the opposite field. I mean, it's it kind of reminds me of when like the World Golf Championships were around and the top guys would play in that, and then the other guys would go play in the opposite field event. But 4 guys I got for outrights at the Myrtle Beach Classic. I'm going to kick it off with Thorbjorn Olesen, the Dane, at 28-1. This guy's won a lot on the European circuit. Never got it done on the PGA Tour yet, but I mean, he's one of the class players in this field. I think at 28-1, that's pretty good value. I also took Kevin Yu from Chinese Taipei, I believe. He went to Arizona State for college. He doesn't look it, but he is a really long hitter. Known for his ball, kind of like Ben On, just known for ball striking, long hitter, but that flat stick gives him a lot of issues. So let's hope Kevin can.
Who dubbed that stick the Great Equalizer? What great golfer referred to that as the Great Equalizer?
I forgot who that was. I know Hogan called his pitching wedge the Equalizer, but maybe it was Ben Crenshaw or someone like that. But Kevin Yu, 33-1. If he can sink some putts, I think we might have some good work going on in there. And
especially if they're clutch putts.
Exactly. I also got Lee Hodges. Lee Hodges at 40-1. He's been playing sneaky decent for the last 4 or 5 events. Last week wasn't the greatest. I know a few people were on him, and he kind of shit the bed. But I'm going to go back to Lee in this weak field. I think he's a consistent golfer. He can make a lot of birdies. You know, he's more of a control player. Doesn't really spray it. Good wedges, good putting. So taking the Alabaman player Lee Hodges at 40-1. And I'm going to round it out with Nicholas Norgard Miller. I believe another Dane.
What a mouthful.
Yeah, exactly. He's a bomber. It's funny. There's a lot of these European players coming over, and they're just like bombing the living shit out of the ball. Like, just, you wouldn't believe it. And he's one of them. He's one of the longest hitters on tour. He's still raw, right? He hasn't played a lot of these courses, but him, Jesper Svensson from Sweden, he's another long hitter from Europe. A couple other guys that don't come to mind right now, but I mean,
they do. A lot of those guys too are playing in really windy conditions as well too. You know, so if a lot of these guys can smoke it, like a lot of them are playing.
So Norgard, a bomber, 50-1, taking a shot with him. Let's see what he can do at the Myrtle Beach Classic. I believe there is only 1 or 2 more elevated events. I know for sure the Travelers after the U.S. Open. That'll be, I think, the last elevated event. And we're right in the heart of the championship season now, because we got we got this week's signature event. We got next week is the PGA Championship. After that, it's Colonial, Hogan's Alley. After that, I believe it's the Canadian Open in the new TPC Toronto. And then after the Canadian Open, it is Jack's event, Memorial. And then after Memorial, we got the U.S. Open, and then after the U.S. Open, we got Travelers.
They got to bring the Canadian Open back to the West Coast. I mean, they got to take the Canadian Open like all over in Canada. I mean, come on, it's like Toronto and Montreal.
It's RBC.
They came to BC like once. Of course, you had the honor of spending some time there and actually being able to follow Beach and all those guys. And man, you were happier than a pig in shit with those tickets and being able to do what. Yeah, I mean, come on, it's the Canadian Open, not the Ontario or Toronto Open, guys. Come on, there's a lot of beautiful courses in our country. I mean, hell, man, go to PEI. They could
sponsorship.
20 years at PEI just playing the Canadian Open, for Christ's sake. Yeah, bring them back to the West Coast.
That's
Take
the thing. The RBC's excuse is that they don't want to go across country. They say they don't want to move all the corporate stuff back out there. It costs too much money. So maybe we might need a new sponsor for that to come back to BC. I mean,
how hard is it? I mean, come on. RBC is all over our friggin' country. How hard is it going to be to move RBC shit? Yeah, call moving company. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Come on.
I know it's so dumb, but
at least we still have it.
It is what it is for now.
Yeah. At least we still have the Canadian Open. I mean, they haven't taken it away from us, so I should be happy. At least we still have that, even though it's basically the Ontario Open.
There's no reason that we can't have 2 events in Canada. Like Mexico has 2 events. Texas has 4 events. And there's some other parts it's like there's no reason. It's just
why not on an elevated event have the backup event, in a Canadian.
I don't know why.
Of course.
Well, like Paul, there's no tournaments in the Pacific Northwest. There's like 1 or 2 tournaments in the Northeast. They'll play the FedEx Cup playoff events. 2 of the 3 there. Dude, but that's in the South. That's California. Yeah, we get California, but nothing above California, and we don't get. I mean, we don't get much above the Carolinas either. So it's really the southern part of the states is where the PGA Tour is really traveling. But another story for another day.
Too funny.